Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 1 of the Basement Boys podcast. This week's episode is sponsored by Jay's Crippling Loneliness. Please go to twitter.com/Youugotssponged with an extra U and an extra S. Or just tweet him. Say, hi, how are you?
Just DM me. Just tell me, how your day's going.
Send him a
How's
titty
the family?
pic.
How's the wife? How's the kids? Just tell me. Because isolation is very boring. And it's lonely.
How are you, boys? I am joined by cabincobane and
Yo.
Youugotssponged
Hello
this
there.
week. How are we doing, lads?
Yeah, not too bad. It's just a normal Wednesday.
It is
Yeah,
Wednesday,
it's
my
Wednesday.
dude.
Bored as frick, but
I've been doing
Oh.
workies.
Workies.
How about you, Mr. WinterHill?
I was going to stream, and then my neighbours started doing construction work, so I was like, great, I'm not
Yeah.
going to stream, and instead I played Fallout 4 all day because my brain doesn't work anymore.
Bad game, but anyway.
Honestly, like, it's... I'm just turning my brain off. I'm playing it to, like, just play it. I am fully aware it is a bad game, but I sometimes do... Like, I'm talking, like, on a technical level, it's a bad game,
I
but...
would play Fallout when you can play Fall Guys.
I was going to, but I've been too salty at Seesaws. I need a break from it. Honestly, I'm baby raging sometimes. I've had solid baby rages over
I
that game.
can't wait. I can't wait to buy it and also join you on the rage boat.
It is good. It's a really good game, but it's broken. It is.
I've only won once. It's a pain in the ass.
I think I've won 10 times.
Get you.
I'm not. I could work it out by the amount of crowns I have, and the amount I've spent. Yeah, I 11 dubs. I've had 11 dubs
Ooh.
because I currently have 3 crowns in the bank.
So
And
what's
I've
the crowns? Like, do you get to spend those or?
The crowns are currency you only get by winning, and tiering up. I've spent 8, and I currently have 5 in the bank. But you can in the. It's not a battle pass because you don't have to
skins or
pay for it.
something,
Yeah, it's all cosmetics. It's no pay to win garbage.
That's
So
good.
yeah, I am enjoying Fall Guys. The beta was more stable, which is weird.
How it's Fall Guys I've never heard of, and I never heard pre-beta as well. Like, how did you guys find that out? Like,
I found it
what was
out
the whole party game thing?
by a friend of the show, Balance Spider.
Shout out to Balance Spider IRL.
He was streaming it. He was streaming. Well, he got in the beta while it was still NDA'd. So I don't know how he found out about it, but then when they lifted the NDA, he streamed it. And I was like, oh, this game looks lit. I'm gonna apply for a beta code, and then I got a beta code somehow, and yeah, love it. It's a good game, but the beta was better than the full release because
Yeah.
it has just been a buggy mess for like 2 weeks. It's been out nearly.
Yeah.
With the small team, they underestimated a lot from what I've seen.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's got better, but
With them obviously having a closed beta and everything, and they were able to maintain that.
I think with the fact that they've just given the game free to PS Plus players,
Yeah,
that's where the
massive-
underestimation came in.
Massive influx, and I assume that most of their development was for PC to begin with before porting it to PS4. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
that's where their focus was.
it might be going to Switch as well because we're doing an indie thing. I think it's tomorrow,
Okay.
and they might one of the releases might be Fall Guys on the Switch.
Oh, I
So
love that.
if that's a thing, bye servers.
Ooh.
To be honest though, Nintendo's online service isn't great.
No.
Not like.
I tried to play Fortnite on it and that was terrible.
I'm not like tried anything like that. Like my main experience with it has been Animal Crossing, and
I think Animal Crossing's been okay. It's
And-
anything like more like, like when you've got it's constantly doing stuff like
Yeah.
you play Smash or like Mario Racing Car where you're constantly moving. The
Yeah.
frame rate is just a bit buggy, but
I
Animal
think
Crossing's
that's where
chill, isn't
people
it?
have had the bad experiences with it. But for me, just like playing Animal Crossing or Mario Maker, it's been fine.
Yeah, definitely. It's not too much on the server
Yeah,
compared to
exactly.
the other games.
Like Mario Maker is just loading levels off the internet.
Yeah.
And if you are doing a multiplayer versus for whatever reason, it's gonna be 4 players max.
Oh,
So it's not that demanding. I've not played the multiplayer though because I don't fancy. No one builds the levels for multiplayer versus is. So what's the point?
Zzz.
I also until recently haven't had any friends other than myself that had Mario Maker.
I only got it because you were playing it.
Yeah, I think you only got it because I was streaming it, and now, well, with the issues I've had with my Switch, I've not streamed it.
But you've got new controllers now, so you should be okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna put in work into the Super World,
Yeah.
and maybe I don't know content. Get the BBs to play the Super World.
Hashtag content.
Hashtag content.
Hashtag content. Yeah, that'd be good. I might get it. I don't know. I haven't touched my Switch in ages. I used to be, a Smash. Not at a competitive level because my friend, shout out to Typical, he's pretty fucking sick, and I mainly got it just to hang out with the guys because I used to run the video game society with friends. My friend Funky Penguin, he was the president. Everything. And the main thing about our university's video game society was Smash, so that's kind of why I got a Switch in the first place.
Yeah.
Then over the time, I've got I've got a bunch of platformers. I've got Dragon Quest 11, and I've got other things, and I haven't just touched them in ages. I've even got Fire Emblem.
I've not gotten the definitive edition for the
Oh.
one that came out on the Switch, but I've played the PS4 Dragon Quest 11. Love it so much.
I'm about halfway
Honestly,
through,
so
but I
good
haven't
game.
touched it since. But oh man, I'm a big fan of Dragon Quest. My favorite was Dragon Quest 8 on the PS2.
It's my first real one because the only other Dragon Quest game I played was 9.
Oh, on
and
the
apparently
DS.
apparently that's not considered a real one because
It's
character customization.
It's one of the good
etc.
ones. That's what I'm gonna say.
I
is one of
loved
my
it
favorite.
so much. I still pick it up now from time to time. Like it's not edged for me.
I think in my second year uni, emulated it. I just sat.
Delete
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Delete the
Legally
footage.
though, by the way. Legally, by the way.
To be for me, I think emulating, if you actually like own the game, I think it's okay. Because it's not technically piracy. You just want to play it on a different platform. Because you've bought the game, it's just you want a different way of playing it. You want a more convenient
I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I don't care if it's like.
I thought you were just gonna leave it. I don't care.
I don't care. No, I don't care about emulation, the law, not the law, but the whole thing around it. Mainly too because I don't care in terms of personal use. Feel free, as long as you're not distributing that to anyone. Then feel free. Same with using people's content. Feel free to use them private. But if you're trying to get money off that or distribute it to other people, then there's a problem.
Say if I just searched royalty free beats on YouTube, took the first result, and then uploaded it myself and claimed it as my own work, that would be shitty.
That would be shitty. Yeah.
But
really bad.
Using it, say we have a bed under the podcast. We didn't under episode 0, sorry. But say if I decided, oh yeah, we'll put a bed under this. That's fine because it's transformative, and I'm not claiming the work as my own.
Yeah.
It's fair use, isn't it?
Exactly. It's fair use. But back on emulation, for me personally, I think as long as you've bought the game in the past, I think it's fine.
Yeah. Again, I've really emulated the games I used to have. I emulated Pokemon Black 2.
Mm.
I think
I've
about
done well. I do it with all the Pokemon games for streaming, but I've played Dragon Quest 9 on my PC, even though it
See, I
fucking
think
melted.
emulation's also really good if you're trying to stream it as well, because like the horrors
It's
of
so
trying to
much
get like
more
an old,
convenient.
an old DS like hooked up to get
Imagine
it
if you were
straight.
trying to play fucking Pokemon Red
Oh,
or
that's a throwback.
Crystal. That would be trying to hook up your capture card into
Yeah,
that
to
would
have like
be.
a Game Boy or Game Boy Advanced and trying to.
I never had an advance. I was an SP boy.
I had both. I had SP
I
and Advance.
I had an SP, but like I broke the speaker because I chewed it.
Honestly, like knowing you, that is such a
I
Bambi thing to do.
I had the silver SP.
Same.
Sadly,
Um,
my first game was the Yu-Gi-Oh. I forget what it was called, but it was the Yu-Gi-Oh Game Boy.
Oh, the one in the yeah onto.
mine was Sapphire. I
Um,
like Pokemon is the main reason I am a gamer. Pokemon was my first introduction to the world of
I
gaming.
didn't really.
No, I was like older than that. Mine was like either Spyro or Crash. That was when I started playing games.
Yeah.
I started playing Time Splitters 2 on the PS2.
Nice.
Time Splitters like one of my all-time favorite.
Actually, no, it's going a bit back. I think it was like on the Sega Mega Drive because I had one of them as well. Apparently,
I really can't wait for PS5 backwards compatibility, if I'm honest, because I still have all my old PS2 games. I am gonna play and stream the ever living shit out of all of them.
I think it's going to be. Do you know how Xbox is? I don't think it's going to be like you can put any disc in and it's going to work straight away.
How does it work with Xbox?
So on Xbox One currently, in terms of backwards compatibility, if you have the original 360 disc, it basically once you insert it, I don't know what update it is, but it'll basically ping a server for a copy of that game and install it on.
Yeah.
the
So
Xbox,
it's like it's only limited, aren't you, to like a certain amount of games?
That's
yeah,
gonna
it's a certain amount
suck.
of games. Yeah, it's not too bad because the library is big enough.
Yeah.
I really just want to play Scooby Doo Night of 100 Frights on stream. I just want to stream that on Simpsons Road Rage. That's all I
Didn't we
want.
do that for our buddy?
Yeah, that's the
uni
game I did for a uni assignment. Yeah, for transmedia storytelling. And in reality, I was just like, oh yeah, it tells a story through these video game methods.
What if I told you like the backwards compatibility of Xbox One is actually run?
Is actually what you cut out then.
The backwards compatibility is just an emulator on Xbox One.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it's their own homebrew. It's something like Xenia.
Doesn't surprise me.
But it's their
That's
version.
amazing.
Actually, does not surprise me.
I mean, I could easily, well, it'd take a lot of setting up and research on my end, but I could easily probably emulate some of those games. But I would much
you
rather.
Can emulate, I forgot what I had. I had a Wii U emulator.
I would much rather play from the real disc with those games. But like,
I want a GameCube one, definitely.
I have my old
GameCube emulator
still too.
Yeah.
I booted up Mario Kart Double Dash.
I'm not going to say it on podcast, but I will link you to one that basically doubles as a Wii and a GameCube.
Couldn't you play GameCube games on the Wii?
Yeah, because it was backwards compatible with GameCube.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, like my friends, like we used to play Super Smash Bros. Fuck, the one I think it was Melee. No, it wasn't Melee.
Melee was the GameCube one, wasn't it?
Brawl?
Yeah, no, Brawl was. I'm so confused. Super Smash Bros.
Armageddon?
Melee. I think it's Melee. Yeah, Melee. Melee was GameCube.
Smash Brothers Society.
I never really played I've never played like a brawler. Never mind Smash. The only brawler I've played is this weird Kung Fu Panda version.
Oh my god!
It was free. No, it was free on PS Plus.
Yeah.
So I downloaded it and then I played it at a party drunk, and I had so much fun with it.
Yeah, because you found the broken character.
Yeah, Baby Paw is OP. You just, I guess you would call it a down smash. You just down smash and he just sits there and cries, but it's AOE, and no one can come near you while you're crying. It's just broken. He also has like a roll attack as well.
Hold up, Bambi. Where the fuck have you? Like, oh
Mhm.
yeah, no, I'm just seeing your tweet to me now.
What's he done?
He's tweeted, asked me how am I? I'm good. How are you? I'm glad to see someone actually cares about
Yeah.
adding me up on Twitter. How are you?
See, this would be the normal bit of a podcast that had an actual monetary sponsor where we would start talking about the product and shilling our link, but in reality it's just tweet sponged because he's sad.
Yeah, I am the product.
That
I am the face of Basement Boys.
I mean, you saying you're the product kind of makes me feel icky. I kind of feel
Icky
like
Vicky, tell your parents. That was the good DP show.
did you
I am
say
the product.
Warwicky?
Mr. WinterHill sells me.
Oh,
Icky Vicky.
I'm gonna get cancelled.
Yeah, we're canceling. The whole point of Basement Boys is to cancel WinterHill. That's why
But
we
if you
teamed up.
cancel
Right.
me, no recording sessions will ever get set up. Because
Exactly.
I kind of like given you all videos and said, right, do your own thing, and none of you have.
I don't understand the question.
Don't worry about it. I'll just
Right.
go and carry on organizing everything.
Here's a question for you.
Me.
Is Boofy's cereal soup?
If it's warm, yeah.
I don't
What?
know like what physically makes a soup. Cereal is just cereal. Like
It's just a
fine.
water
Here's a
with
question for you, Bambi. Is
What?
toast burnt bread?
It's
I-
not.
Okay, hold
This
on.
is
I've got a
you-
question
there's
to top
the-
that.
there's the argument there.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yeah. I mean, it's
But-
its own thing, but hot
what
dog
is a
is a sandwich.
sandwich?
It's one piece of bread with a
A
little
sandwich
bit of.
is like a filling in bread,
Okay,
I wonder why it's got sand in it.
but
which could technically make a calzone
oh,
Calzone.
a sandwich
Oh, so good.
because it's filling in bread.
I
Burgers
did
are a
that.
sandwich.
I did that my first year. Like, I went to the SU bar and they were cooking some stuff, and I got myself a calzone, folded it in half, and just walked out like as if it was like a burrito. And I was just like, "Fuck it," I was because I was hungry. Because
I don't
was the
know
day
how, but calzones are just better than pizza, even though it's literally just a pizza but folded.
I weirdly agree with you, but I am a pizza guy. But yeah, fuck. I
Okay,
agree.
there's the title, pizza guy.
Pizza guy, synth man, pizza guy, local.
See-
I'll have the intro music for the podcast instead of being the thing I used last time. I'll have it be the pizza theme.
The
See,
spider.
I don't mind pineapple on pizza.
I
Get out of
don't
here.
like pineapple, so I will disagree.
There's people who eat it with kiwis, you know. Sorry, bananas as well. It's
Bananas
messed
on
up.
pizza.
No, no.
I
yeah,
feel like that's more like a dessert pizza thing. though.
No,
Actual like tomato base and bananas on top. Like Google it. There are people who actually enjoy that shit, and apparently they sell it in like Malta and stuff as well.
No.
While
actual
we're
pizza.
on the topic of food, did you know MatPat of Game Theory has set up a channel called Food Theory?
Yes, I think you remember telling this actually.
Yeah,
Wait,
I've told you before, Bambi, but this is for the benefit of Jay.
When I was in Ormskirk, there was a Chinese takeaway call for free, so I'm gonna ring them up and see if they can sue him.
But yeah, basically MatPat's essentially making Game Theory but with food, and he did do a video on like.
Food theory.
I will admit, MatPat is my guilty pleasure. I genuinely enjoy watching his videos.
I don't know. I don't really like
Less about the content, but more so about the effort that everyone involved puts in.
Yeah.
And you can tell it's like super high production value. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is I'm going to slander him because of food theory is a dumb idea.
Speaking of food, what did you guys have today?
I had a Mackey's for my lunch, And then my mother has made me a lovely chili con carne for me tea.
Oh,
Added a bit of
Okay.
cheese on top of that, some nachos on the side. It was bliss.
Don't even know. I think it was chow mein in a cup. I've no idea. I just put water into it and ate it.
the Bambi surprise,
The Bambi
Yeah.
surprise.
the Bambino surprise.
Oh no! Now we have a second potential title.
Yeah, that's the whole point. You know, we are the content creator. This is basically our weekly meeting.
Right.
Come up with shit. What did I have? I had a bacon buddy for lunch.
Ooh,
We can't beat a bacon.
bacon butty.
Bacon buddy covered in tomato ketchup. You know.
There's something that will cause a debate between the
Yeah,
three
I'm
of us,
upset.
all being from three different
Here's something that
locations.
caused me more of an upset. I don't like brown sauce.
Brown sauce
I
is
don't.
trash.
I don't like vinegar that much, so.
Leave a comment below whether you like tomato ketchup or brown sauce.
Ketchup.
I always thought brown sauce was barbecue, but then I got told no, it's not.
It's
yeah, no,
weird.
it's like some like
I'm not a fan of it.
Worcestershire like mix or whatever.
Yeah, here's something for us boys. What do you call a bread roll?
Oh, don't start this.
No,
I
I'm
call it-
starting this because we're three
So-
people from different parts of the UK.
So since I'm from Northern Ireland, I call it a bap.
See, that's like a normal name for it. We
It
call it a
wasn't
tea cake,
until-
which is not a normal name for it.
It wasn't until I came to like university over in Ormskirk that I found out like what the fuck's a barm.
Right.
You know, mostly from the Wigan people, and I was like, what the fuck's a barm and a pie barm,
Right.
all this shit.
This one is gonna get you. We call it a batch.
Batch
I've
is
heard of
weird.
batch. I've heard of batch before.
I find batch weird. I also find some people call it a cob. I find that weird. But
Yeah, I got
In my local area, we call it a tea cake, which is
Some
a
people
completely
call it
different
cake.
thing. I call it a tea cake.
A tea cake to me is those chocolate things where like
Yeah.
Yeah,
inside.
it's a bread roll with fruit in it, and this is something fun. I forgot where she were in the UK, but my girlfriend, woman, went to a chippy, and asked for a chip tea cake, which around here
Wigan.
would get you a chip butty.
Wigan.
But she went and asked for a chip tea cake, and don't ask me why the chippy had fruit tea cakes, but they did. And the woman at the chippy pulls out a fruit tea cake and then starts getting the chips as well, and then she's like, hang on, what are you doing? And then the woman at the chippy's like, you asked for a chip tea cake? I was like,
Bro,
yeah,
what the fuck?
a chip sandwich, and she's like, why did you
A
say
chip,
tea
a chip
cake?
buddy. Yeah, we
She-
call that a chip buddy.
Also, apparently, gravy doesn't exist down south, which is a sin.
That's disgusting. Why? How could they? Like, that's a cardinal sin.
Mm.
Come on,
Gravy
dude, that
is
much.
so good.
You know what? People also call them. I don't know why, but I've heard people call like a bread roll, a sarnie as well, even though
No.
that's completely not what it is.
That's a sandwich.
Sarnie is a
That's-
sandwich, yeah. Sarnie's
Yeah.
not a bread roll. I feel we're all from the northern parts of our country, so we're probably going to
Yeah.
be somewhat similar.
Yeah, because I've heard
in-
of bap, and I've heard of, I've heard words like scran and
Scran.
other shit.
Do your parents ever say to you, if the light's on and it's like the bloody Blackpool illuminations in here?
I've heard that before. Yeah, not from.
Oh,
my
I
parents.
was about to say,
Were
I
you
don't think
born
that
in
would
the
have been a
barn?
thing in Ireland.
So-
Were you born in the barn if you kept the door open?
My granddad said that to me all the time. And I never understood it. Every time I'd leave a door open, he'd say, "Were you born in a barn?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Shut the door." I was like, "Okay." And then for some reason, my dumb child brain never put two and two together. It was weird.
Which body part do you wish you could detach and why?
Well, it depends what the question is. Like, detach and like never reattach again, or
No, you can put back the gun, of course.
I'd probably say like my arms because
I'd probably say the same, to be honest.
I kind of like I sleep on my side and everything, but I hate waking up with dead arms.
Oh yeah.
Like
That's
I
it.
sleep on my side, but like recently I've gotten into the habit of sleeping with my hand on my head, and like with my head on my hand rather. So I wake up in the morning and I've got like a semi-black eye because I've been sleeping on my knuckles rather than my pillow.
Drop a comment below and like how to let us know how you sleep at night.
I'd take off my head so I could go bowling with it.
It's first person bowling.
Is this you just living up to your "oh, I'm the stupid one" thing?
No, I'm just trying to find. I was looking for some weird questions.
That's a question. What am I? Besides like the rookie.
Racial
Irish one.
diversity.
Racial diversity.
Token Irish guy.
Marcus is Jewish, and we've got you as the Irish guy.
Whoa!
Marcus is Jewish.
I never knew that.
It's not like he brings it up in every other conversation.
That's true. He talks like that too.
I was surprised he didn't bring it up in the episode 0, if I'm honest.
No, he's trying to be hard man like he always is.
I'm an alpha. I watched Tyler 1 because of his moose schools.
Chad.
He's gonna kill us.
Well, he should have turned up for this recording
If he wants
session,
to
but
tell
instead
one,
he's like,
I
"Oh,
watched
boo-hoo,
Dr.
I've got a cough."
I watch Doctor Disrespect. It's okay. I'll protect us. Violence, speed,
He started live
momentum.
streaming on YouTube now. Now he's been banned
Yeah,
from Twitch.
honestly, I don't really like Doctor Disrespect because he's just dodgy, and there is a reason why he's called the 2-time champion because he did cheat on his wife. I'm just gonna put that out there twice. He is the real 2-timer.
Well, why did he get kicked off? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I
so-
want to know.
So it's not disclosed, but there is a ongoing lawsuit of I forget what it's called. Is it Freedom of Information Act? I forget what it's called.
Yeah,
Um,
Freedom
so
of
that-
Information Act is a thing.
Yeah, I forget what exactly what, but I think he's currently going through the court process at the minute. Yeah, so he's legally like obliged like not to mention anything about like Twitch or what's happening.
Fair enough.
He didn't
Okay.
tier 3 sub to Pokemon.
He probably bought her OnlyFans as well. No,
Oh my god, that thing was hilarious. So much drama.
Like, I'm not a
What
fan.
Pokemon.
I dislike Leafy. But I have been watching those videos because
Oh
I
my
just
God.
love the situation.
I love that he's back because he just caused so much drama. It was during the days of Keemstar being an egg even more than he is now.
Yeah,
When that was like
Keemstar's friends with Mr. B.
The Keemstar reckoning where he was just going after everyone and everyone just hated him.
Keemstar's a
Even more.
norm.
Killer Keemstar.
Although
also
she's
mentioned
not
Mr.
going to
Beast
listen to
again,
this,
so
so
we
we're
can put him
fine.
in the tags.
Keemstar, if you're listening, please DM us.
Come on the
We
podcast.
need money.
Come on the podcast. I want clout.
We need guests in here.
I mean, I've got people I can message and be like, "Yo, do you want to come on the podcast?" But they're
Yeah.
not like big people. They're just friends.
I-
that also just happen to stream.
Lucid said he'd come on.
I tweeted Luce. I don't know if I tweeted it from the official account or if I tweeted it from my personal, but I tweeted him. He put out a tweet just saying Dairy Lee Dunkers. So I tweeted him saying, "I'll give you a single Dairy Lee Dunker if you come on the podcast."
A single? Why did you give him a box? Fuck.
I'm not, bruh. I don't have a job right now.
Speaking of not having a job, and you going to Mackey's earlier, you were mentioning about the time that you crashed your car into a Mackey's drive-through.
Oh
Go on.
yeah,
Tell us
I
about
mentioned that. How long
Who
have I
did
been
you kill?
driving
Who'd you
for?
kill?
I didn't kill anyone.
Yet.
I think I'd not been driving for that long. I think maybe 6 months ish.
Oh.
And I was just about to get a new car as well, which is funny.
Question forward, or did you like reverse and smash, or did you go
No,
forward
right.
and smash?
So in the Mackey's drive-through, they have these like concrete poles sticking out of the ground to protect the booth from people crashing into it, obviously. But for some reason, the pole in this Mackey's was kind of like jutting out into the road. But
Okay.
I didn't realize, and as I'm turning around the corner to go to the first booth where you pay for the food, and I'm turning. I don't think I want to get close to the booth, obviously, so I can pay. But I didn't realize this pole was like jutting out. So I'm turning the corner and just bam, I'm in the pole.
Did you get fined or anything? Or
No. I completely, well, I didn't. I wrecked like the right hand side, the driver's side for us, the
Okay.
driver's side wing. So it's kind of wrecked a little bit that. Um, and then I pull up to the I reverse out the pole first. Pull up to the window, and the guy goes, "I think you hit the pole." And I'm just like, "Really?
oh shit, Sherlock.
Well done.
Well
Can I
done
pay
that.
for my
It's good
food and
idea.
leave?" Like I thought customers were the ones that meant to be the assholes. But yeah, that's the time I drove into a Mackey's.
So when will you strike next?
I will kill again.
You will destroy another pole.
I didn't like the pole was fine. It was my car that was destroyed, but
Oh, shit,
thankfully it was
Car
like
were you driving?
a week, 2 weeks before I got a new
So
car.
what kind of car were you driving?
2004 Citroen Zara.
Oh, and what's the license number?
I can't remember. I can send you a photo of the car if I want, because I was talking to someone else about this the other day. But yeah, that's the time I drove into a Mackey's. It only took. The car was like we were doing a part exchange for the car, so we were giving the car to the dealership. We were buying the new car
Okay.
off.
Okay.
I think the car originally was valued at £400 because it was fucking old piece of shit, and they only took £100 off the value, so that's not bad to say. Like a quarter of the car was kind of fucked. So I think I got off pretty lightly for my. I think that's the only. Yeah, actually, yeah, that is the only like major incident I've had while driving. I've been driving for like
That's not major.
6 years now. I'm glad you don't see it as major. I see it as the only major incident I've had. But
Hopefully it's the last.
That's
yeah, I didn't kill anyone. I didn't injure myself or the passenger in my car. I didn't kill the Mackey's people or injure them.
You killed the car.
I didn't kill the car either. The car was fine. It was still drivable. Evidenced
It
by
was,
me driving
it was
home with my
emotionally
Mackey's.
hurt. That's why you had to get a new car.
I named that car as well. It was called Big Claire because it was huge, and I liked the name Claire.
See, shit like that kind of puts me off driving all. I still don't know how to drive. I still need to get lessons, and I've been thinking about it, and I've kind of been saving up.
Learning to drive, honestly, is the best thing. I think it's one of the best things that a person can do.
Is like you got to pay tax, you got to pay for a car, you got to pay for the fucking license and tests and.
I'm pretty much.
It is
I'm pretty much
100%
blind, so
worth it though. 100%.
I'm
I love
pretty much
driving.
blind, so I don't want to drive.
I think there is a thing when you either apply for a provisional license or apply for your practical test where you have to declare like if your eyesight is a certain thing.
Yeah.
I didn't have to for my provisional. Like I've got my provisional.
It might be the actually putting in
test.
for the test then, yeah.
Because I'm short-sighted, so I'll have to say like, oh yeah, I have to wear my all the time if I'm gonna drive.
I learned to drive before I got my glasses, but my eyesight's not that bad anyway. My glasses are mainly for reading, but I get headaches if I don't wear them. So yeah, I wear them all the time.
I feel that. I kind of when I don't wear mine because I'm always at the computer screen day in day out, and I kind of ruined them in A level actually. But yeah.
As glasses wearers, how much does it annoy you two when someone's like, "Oh, I want to try on your glasses"? Oh.
I'm not bothered because I don't really wear them that much, so it's a rarity.
See, for me, I just get dead paranoid about them like breaking my glasses or stretching.
Oh yeah,
but that's just how my brain works. I immediately think the worst of every situation. I'm a mega pessimist.
I mean, I have a fat head, so it doesn't really matter. So they're probably already massive anyway. So
yeah, my head's pretty big too, and my ego. Sub to WinterHill.
Don't sub to WinterHill.
Yeah,
So
don't. I don't deserve it.
Not
I've
for that.
I've
WinterHill
uploaded
is
like
like
one
streaming.
video in 4 months. I was like,
WinterHill shit posting.
oh yeah, it's lockdown. I don't have to go to work. I can actually upload weekly without it being stressed. I can live the YouTuber lifestyle. Whereas instead, I have done the exact opposite. I've released one video. It was 3 minutes long.
Hashtag content.
And you remember what that was?
I've
It
kind of
was the
fallen.
Fall Guys review.
Yeah.
I also released a low effort JoJo meme, but I literally took 2 minutes to make that, so I don't really class that as content.
I've kind of fallen into the same pit, because I was planning on doing the whole streaming thing frequently, and I just haven't been arsed. Just been tired. The weather hasn't been pretty good. It's been warm as hell.
Oh, it's been
Draining.
horrible.
I've been trying to balance like my own things in terms of job searching and coding and whatnot, building things, and then also hanging out with friends online and family things. It's just balancing everything, and then by the time I get to Twitch, I'm like, nah, I'm not in the mood to talk to anyone on Twitch today.
Yeah, it's kind of you've got to be in it in your head to stream.
Yeah,
You
you gotta.
like people that,
You know,
oh, it's easy. It is kind of mentally challenging. I'll say that much.
yeah, I think like I did 2 streams in one day, and I had like a lot of people who got rated a couple of times, a couple of subs and whatnot, and by the end of it, I was just drained, like with like how much talking I did with people, which isn't a bad thing, but it's just I'm not used to it.
How did you get to like affiliate in a week?
So, I've been in Twitch quite a while, but in terms of getting affiliate within a week and getting confirmed affiliate, I don't know. It was kind of I wasn't. Here's the thing. I wasn't going for affiliate. Like I was just doing it for. I was like, fuck it. I'll just stream them out. But with my programming and computer science background,
You hacked the system. You hacked the system.
They're all bots.
sorry Twitch. But yeah, no, the science and tech community on Twitch, the best community I've ever like talked to, I've gotten to know.
Like,
I moderated for like a couple of them who they're big time software developers.
like when I've been in your chat, I've kind of just like lurked for the most part, not really done much chatting because I'm just there to support you because I know jack shit about coding.
Thank you
But
so
like
much.
all the people in your chat all seem like super nice.
Yeah,
So
that's
like
the thing. The
with
science and tech
with
community on Twitch. No, you do get a couple of people who are like egotistical, but I
yeah,
won't mention them. But the people like
call them
Griffin,
out.
shout out to CM Griffin, shout out to White Panther, shout out to those guys, and Nib, who's one of my mods. These guys, like, they do it like every week. Griffin does it every day with like 18 hours plus.
Gee, I could not do that.
I don't know either. Plus, he works as well from home.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, wow.
He's
How?
both. But
Is
yeah,
he a
the same-
full time coder, and he's just so happens to stream it, or what?
Yeah, he's actually got like a chill. Whenever he doesn't do it on his main channel. He'll do it on like his chill channel where he can just kind of hang out, and just chill and chat and do whatever.
But yeah,
On
like
his main channel is like where he works on projects and works on actual open source stuff that he's working on.
yeah, like when you've been coding though, like everyone in your chat is always dead chill, dead nice. But like
That's the beautiful.
if you flip that to like me streaming Mario Maker, I usually end up with like when I'm building levels, I'll have at least one person per stream that just drops their Switch code in chat. I'm like, why are you doing that? I'm here. I don't care. I have my own friends. I'm just here to stream and to entertain people.
Yeah, I feel that. So yeah, my kind of like idea was like to do like kind of both, like science and tech plus gaming.
Yeah.
More
Not really
focused on
done much
science and
gaming
tech,
though.
whatever, and it's pretty fun. It's fun having people come and ask questions and having actual devs back you up and like take a look, and it's not as stressful as you think, thinking like, oh, I'm being judged. It's actually really helpful. But in terms of the science and tech community on Twitch, with it being a certain niche in terms of science and tech, because Twitch is predominantly gaming and
Yeah.
chatting and IRL.
Like even D&D, which is technically a game, even D&D on Twitch is like super niche.
Oh yeah, it's super saturated. But
I'd hate to do that. I'd hate to play D&D on Twitch.
But how niche it is, like the science and tech plus like D&D, for instance. Those like specific things, like you tend to get better people because it's not like
Yeah.
someone's
Yeah.
playing a game on board as fuck. Where you're looking at something new, looking at someone develop something, whether that's a game, an app, or a website, or service, or something, and they're like going crazy. They're the specialist or
I
they're new.
suppose it's like good for you as well because you're getting feedback
Oh
on
yeah,
the thing you're coding. Like if someone,
straight away. I've
I
had
have no
people.
idea how it works, but if someone thinks you've done a shitty line of code, then they can say, look, you could do
Yeah,
it better this way, and then you're like,
it
oh
goes,
shit,
it
yeah,
goes hand in hand because it seems with like backseat gaming and backseat coding. No one likes a backseat guy.
mm,
It can get fucking annoying because they sometimes are wrong.
yeah, I
But when
feel
you
that.
have the right people behind you, you're like, yeah, fuck yeah, you're right. Or they might go like, oh, you mistyped this, or maybe try and refactor this or rethink about it. They won't. That's what I like about them is like they'll point it out, but they won't be like, oh, you got to listen to me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
or backseat coding is horrible. And then when you get people, here's the downside of the science and tech community with programming. If you do get people, you come in and it's like, oh, this language is better than this language. This framework's better than this framework. Oh, I've got a degree. Look at me. And like, yeah, believe it or not, there are people out there like that, and it's horrible. And I tend to get rid of them straight away. Same Griff gets rid of them straight away as well.
at this
Because
point, I literally just see my degree
right,
as
and saying like this game's better than this game. I know
yeah.
like that's kind of the norm, and sadly that is the norm where like people are just like toxic for no reason. Like, oh, you play Fallout, as I like at the start of this podcast, I was like, oh, Fallout's a shit game. It's a fun game for other people.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that, I'm just saying shit because I've had shit experiences, but I'm not being like, oh, don't play it, Danny, don't play it.
I will admit, the only good Fallout game, and I'm excluding the original two from these because I've not played them.
Vegas.
New Vegas is the only good Fallout
New
game.
Vegas, baby. Well, Fallout 3 was good. I enjoyed that whenever I was playing it back in the day on 360.
I honestly,
I will give you Fallout 1 and 2 because I don't want them anymore.
I bought the collection on Steam.
Same. I don't want it.
I've watched like people play it. It just looks too big brain for me.
Yeah, it's the old way. As before, Bethesda took over.
Yeah.
Mm. I
But
like Obsidian though /
Obsidian's really
Interplay.
good, especially with what's that game that came out with that space one?
Outer Worlds. I really like. I
really
didn't think there's. I don't think there's much replay value in it, but I think it was a really good foundation of a game.
But it's a very good game.
If they had more story depth, like the depth of story they had in New Vegas, in Outer Worlds, it would have easily been a perfect game for me. But nah,
Obsidian. I don't know if you
simple.
ever played this game. They've worked on they've worked on SWTOR or whatever you guys call it, Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic.
I've heard of it,
they've
but not played it myself.
a game that I love to play on GOG is it's called Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2.
No, I've not heard of that either.
I recommend it if you're like into point and click RPGs.
No.
It's kind of like D&D based almost.
I like
Amazing.
the idea of stuff behind that, but I'm too smooth brain for it.
Yeah.
I only play either fighting games or action hack and slash games. I can't be asked for anything else.
And as someone that has DM'd for Bambi in D&D, he kind of just sits there in silence, says something stupid, and is like, "Oh, combat's happening now."
Also, while I got the article pulled up, Obsidian also have made South Park Stick of Truth.
Yeah, it's a good game.
I knew they'd worked on some TV game. I wasn't sure what it were. Remember, like, way back in the day, like, they'd make, like, a game of a film, but it's literally just the plot of the film, but you're playing the
King
game.
Kong.
For me, it was Meet the Robinsons.
I never played that one.
Oh, that
I rented it from Blockbuster, and I immediately gave it back because it was shit.
What else? Area 52, I think it was called, or something like that.
There's been some, like, weird ones.
I think it was Area 52. It was like a DreamWorks film about some aliens.
Like, the Simpsons games told their own story, and were
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
own thing. And same with like the Scooby Doo game,
Do
that
you
was
know
its
what?
own thing. But like,
The
if you,
Shark Tale game was amazing.
Never played it.
I rented that from Blockbuster as well. A lot of games I've played I rented from Blockbuster.
I thought that Blockbuster was an American thing.
No, well,
'Cause we never really
I
had it over here. We had a thing called Extravision.
I live in a relatively small town, and we had a Blockbuster.
I had like 2. I got banned.
I remember this. Tell you what, a good film game was the Surf's Up game, because again,
No
that
thing.
was just its own thing. It wasn't just a game to tell the plot of the film. It was
I
its
enjoyed
own thing.
Cars.
I don't remember the cars.
I enjoyed the Ice Age games on PS2.
The Surf's Up game was good though, because it was like it was essentially a skate game, but surfboarding, and you're also a chicken or whatever the animals were. I can't
The
remember.
only good skate game there is either Tony Hawk's Pro Skater or Skate.
Nah,
No.
Surf's Up, man.
Disney Extreme Skate Adventure 2. What? Not 2. Disney Extreme Skate Adventure on the PlayStation 2. You could play as Tarzan, or you could play as
Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz, or Woody,
What was it called?
or
Disney's
Extreme
Skate
Skate.
Adventure?
Yeah.
These have been some
like
strange
this.
conversations we've had this
Throwback.
evening.
Honestly, it got me into like some of the music I listen to now.
That's a throwback.
Oh, Sonic
got- it's
Heroes
got
had such a
metal
good
on it.
soundtrack.
Sonic Heroes is amazing. The
Ocean.
soundtrack is amazing.
What I keep forgetting the name, but the zone where the whales are, that is such a banger song. I think it's called like Ocean Palace or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I love that song.
By the hand to the land.
But yeah, the movie games were always just weird to me.
Yeah.
Unless they told their own story or did their own thing, like the
Do you know there was the Captain America game, which is apparently was like Batman.
See, like that's something else as well. Like the Arkham Knight series that tells its own story, whereas if it was just like the Dark Knight film, but you played as Batman, but it's the film, like that's what I'm like on about here. Like,
Yeah.
Also, just to recap on the Twitch thing that Bambi was asking me earlier, mainly just to sum it up, how I got affiliate really quickly was just being active in the community and
Oh yeah,
having-
yeah.
oh yeah, we kind of segued away from that real quick. I don't
That's
know
fine.
how we kind of just got
guess.
sidetracked.
just tangents, but yeah, just in general, just having friends, that's one.
Yeah.
Boys
Believe it or
I
support
was
boys.
streaming the other day. My chat blew up because everyone was just telling me how to play Five Nights at Freddy's. It's, oh my god, I can't keep up. Oh my god.
Yeah.
See, that's
the
that's like the
it's
thing. Like sometimes it's positive, but sometimes it's people telling you how to play the game. It's like I want to play it my way. I want to learn how to play the game.
I
leave
mean,
me
like,
alone.
at this point, I didn't know how to press any button, so
Yeah.
it was really helpful.
Okay.
But over time, you kind of like learn to ignore that instantly.
Like I'm not gonna name their name, but there's one person that comes in. Bambi knows who I'm on about because he's usually in the
Mhm.
stream when they're there. But there's one person that just whenever I'm playing Pokemon, they come in my chat, and they pretty much they might as well just be inputting the controls. They're being that specific with what they want me to do, and I'm just saying like I'm
Right.
playing my own game, bro.
Fuck's sake, it's Nick, isn't it?
Nah. So yeah, it's just this one dude in chat. I'm fine with backseat gaming, but like, I mean that as in give me advice. Don't physically tell me
point me in the
what
right
to
direction,
do.
but don't tell me like how to get there.
I suppose it's the same with youth recording as well. It's like
Yeah,
you can
like,
give
I
me
don't-
advice on what I know nothing about coding.
I'm
So.
kind of like 50-50 on that. Like I don't really care unless
I think you gotta just leave it at that. You don't care.
but I'm kind of like 50-50 with that. Like if it's someone I don't know and they're trying to tell me shit without like any backing up, like they're just throwing it out there and for the sake of throwing it out there, thinking like trying to make themselves sound smart, then I don't really like that. If it's someone I know, like Noob or Griff or like anyone who I went to uni with, who may have a second pair of eyes,
Or say if I
then
knew something about
I'll
coding
take
or
theirs
Bambi did.
into consideration more, if you know what I mean. Like I'll
Yeah.
have it to a certain
You
extent,
trust
but
their
overall,
opinion.
Yeah. But like, if it's a specific thing, then sure, point me in the right direction. But like, if you're telling me like how to do my project or how to build something, like, bro, I can read docs. Leave me alone. I can Google too. Like, I
Like,
developed.
you don't want the obvious information, you kind of.
Like, here's the thing. I developed my own optimization methods for Unity as part of my dissertation, and I even had people like trying, oh, don't do this and don't premature optimize and everything. And I'm like, bro, you don't have to prematurely optimize if you do it right the first time. So leave me alone, dude. Please. Yeah.
Basically, we're
shove
just
my
saying we love
shove
streaming, but we hate chat.
Yeah, I don't. I like say I love my chat because I got the right people. I got you guys. I got good people, and I think I've had a couple of randomers, but those randomers were pretty nice. I got a randomer Jackbox. He was also nice. He was nice
Nah,
enough to
I'll
raid
say
me.
the same. Like, I was only joking. Like, there's some people, like, people I've never met before, but I see their name in chat, and I'm like, oh, hell yeah, they're here.
See, the one thing that gets me excited about chat and excited about streaming is having regulars, who like stick around and
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
coming.
Like, there's a dude for
Yeah.
me called, I say it like that. I don't know if that's how you pronounce. He's called Jeppy. He very he's
Minnows.
very infrequent with his him being in chat, but I know he's been supporting the channel for so long because he was there before affiliate, and I remember his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like people like that you want in your chat, like those people that. It sounds daft because we're at the end of the day we're all still at the start of our careers, but those people that were there at the beginning, that that have been with you from the very beginning, you know.
Like if there's anything I love more, it's loyalty. Loyalty is royalty, baby. You know.
Exactly.
That's the words I like to live by. Is loyal people. Been around for like since day one, and it doesn't matter like how long they've been around. It's just how loyal they are that I believe in.
And how nice they are too, because they could be loyal, but they could be a dickhead in chat.
I don't mind because everyone can have an off day. Everyone can be an asshole. That's
Yeah,
human.
true.
That's human. And
Or just do what I do and like, oh, my friend is streaming. I'm going to sit in the chat, say hello, and then
I'm just
ignore the
gonna open
stream.
a tab, sit in there,
Oh,
mute the tab.
half the time for me, it's just you just watching and no one else is there.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like it's just like I'm in a party with you watching you play a game, but I also can't speak. I'm just typing sometimes.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, you're still having fun. That's the main thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. That's one thing. Like if anyone's wanting to get into streaming, try and make it fun. Don't go out. Don't go. I can't even talk. Don't go out of straight out of the gate trying to like, oh,
Money.
I want this, I want that. No. Just try and be yourself.
Yeah.
Enjoy the process. Like, don't try and go like, oh, I want so many followers, but like the only way you're going to get followers is if like one being nice and you enjoy the process.
Like, have a follower goal by all means, but like,
But yeah, but
just
don't
be
like,
chill about it. Don't force it down people's throats.
don't be forced to down people's throats. Like, don't be going on people's YouTube videos and commenting, please follow me.
I see this a lot in like PewDiePie's comment section. There's like people with like channel names that are literally 10k subs with no video challenge.
I don't know why people keep doing it because it never works. Like, who the fuck
Yeah.
scrolls like on like say for instance like we're watching Reels or something, we scroll down and there's some guy like saying follow me, I make COD content.
I don't care about you.
We're not going to click out of that.
I've been kind of doing that with the Facebook page.
That's different.
If
like,
anything, it mentions
different.
that's not something you're trying to build a career out of.
nah.
So it's different.
That's just something fun.
Yeah, it's just a bit of it's just shit posting.
Speaking of the page, how's that going, Bambi? How many followers are you up to now?
I think it's about 100 and I posted it into a group. I think it was yesterday, the day before. We went from 60 to like 100 and to 110, but so now I think it's 150.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
turned the notifications off yesterday because it was pretty much constant, like during requests, and it was pissing me off.
Like, I was up at like 5 this morning, and I just kept getting requests like to add people in, and I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I do that a lot, like with Facebook groups. I was just like, oh, there's constant notifications. I'm gonna ignore it for a bit, even though I know I should be doing moderation or whatever. But at the end of the day, that's also just a bit of fun.
But I do like it that we're already at 100 followers on the page.
159.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Fall Guys CISO posting on Facebook.com. You know what? There you go, Bambi. That's the real sponsor of this podcast. Give me money.
Fall Guys, if you got if Fall Guys devs are watching, please hire me because I need a job, and I know a thing or two.
Yeah, I have no idea what those things or twos are, but I'm
I can put I can put avatars into Unity to put onto VR chat. I can do that.
Just let them know that I can fix their problems.
I can download a skin off minecraftskins.com and edit that onto my Minecraft character.
The furthest I've developed a VR game was with the HTC Vive.
Are you actually like developing any what is it that you're developing on streams? Because I have no idea.
I'm kind of like doing web development, kind of like web application development. Getting things online and servable.
Do you want a job?
I'm kind of like also hopping into mobile apps as well. I used to do mobile apps as well, but I'm kind of getting back into it. But and the website of things, so I can actually deploy an actual app and have it,
I can't wait for you to release a Fall Guys clone on the Google store.
Oh my god, have you seen all of them?
I would love
that. Have you seen all of them? They're beautiful.
I think.
Most of my background has been software and game development, and I've kind of like moved into like the whole web development thing, in terms of just trying to get a job, because that's kind of like what mainly there is these days in terms of like if you want a job. Like especially over here in Northern Ireland, there's not many development jobs. There's only mainly software engineering, and in terms of that software engineering, it's mainly web.
For me, it's literally all the same. I couldn't differentiate.
How many times I failed talking today?
Don't worry about it. We're here just having a chill time with just three dudes hanging out.
Web application development. So yeah, so I'm kind of like just trying to get myself prepared to try and switch over and try and get a job because of work in it.
Money. Capitalism, etc.
You know what? That's all we accept here.
I don't like capitalism.
And on that note, I think we should end the podcast before Bambi starts going on one of his communist rants.
No! Please! It needs to be done!
Thank you everybody so much for listening. Follow us on Twitter, Basement Boys TV, and that's also the same for Instagram. I've been WinterHill, and I've been joined by cabincobane and Youugotssponged.
Yo.
Hello.
Like.
Bye, actually.
Subscribe. And
thanks for listening.
End cards, previous video here on the screen. You can see it. Oh, there it is.